This exhibition, Living with Ink, begins with the collection of Dr. Tan Zi-Chor, who is one of the biggest collectors of Chinese art in Southeast Asia in the 20th century. So at the museum, we want to use this collection of masterpieces by artists like Xu Beihong, Ren Bonian, Wu Changshuo and Qi Baishi to actually also explore the development of the local art scene in Singapore and how these global art developments actually connect to what was happening in Singapore in this turbulent period of the 20th century. The most classic examples of this kind of adaptation, we call it today the Nanyang style of art, is Chen Chong-sui's Kampong scene, where he uses the sort of Chinese ink painting techniques that he was trained in Shanghai, combines it with the Western perspective of naturalism and realism in art to depict a very local scene, a scene that's very distinctive to this region of kampong wooden stilt houses framed by two coconut trees, and it gives this very peaceful seaside kind of atmosphere and kind of feel. There's a trio of paintings that I want to highlight actually, and it reflects the master-student relationship. We see a painting of Wu Changshuo, of spring flowers, of peonies and white magnolias. Wu Changshuo was actually the teacher of another very well-known Shanghai painter called Wang Geyi, who came to Singapore in 1985 to do a public demonstration of his painting at an exhibition of his works at the National Art Gallery of Singapore. And we brought that work out of red flowers, red camellias on display. But Wang Geyi was actually invited here by his student Huang Baofang, who was trained in Shanghai but then settled in Singapore. So we have a painting by Huang Baofang of wisteria on display, all in the same space. So we see the connection between master and student very well in this trio of paintings. With Living with Ink, the museum explores the impact of Chinese art and culture in Singapore. And through exploring the links between the overseas Chinese community in Singapore and the rest of Southeast Asia with the mainland, that has continually been renewed through art, culture, and intellectual exchanges in the 19th and 20th centuries. We want to show how relevant Chinese art and culture still is to Singapore today, and how it can help us better understand our history, our own unique identity, and our culture as Singaporeans. And we really hope that our visitors to the museum can experience this with us through this exhibition.
There are bars, and then there are cool bars by the beach.
Singapore is a tropical island, and if you want to make the most out of the trip, be sure to soak up the sun and dip your toes in the sand with an ice-cold beer or cocktail in your hand.
I'm now at Seaside Siloso Beach, Sentosa, where you'll find a collective of bars such as
Sandbar, Coast,
and breaking the charm and rustic beach afternoon vibe is Bikini Bar, where the legendary quarterly beach party Bikini Rocks is held. Let's check it out. Heart-thumping live music, irresistible drink and food offers, fun beach games led by bikini babes. Bikini Bar comes complete with a pool table and an island bar. Bringing some of the best homegrown bands in Singapore, be sure to join in the fun held every quarter.
You'll be forgiven for mistaking this as a Bali beach. If you're looking for something a bit more laid back and intimate by the beach, then you can't miss Coasts at Seaside, located right beside Bikini Bar.
With Instagram-worthy backdrops, Coasts offers a shaded deck, beach seatings and sunbeds to the water's edge.
What I'm having is the slipper lobster spaghetti and banana and chocolate pie, paired with an ice-cold Kronenbourg lager. Cheers!
After a hearty lunch, what better way to spend your lazy evenings than to rest and relax on one of Sandbar's new and comfortable beanbag lounges? And if you're still hungry, remember to try their roasted meats, mini burgers, and tasty desserts. The ultimate beach dining experience is never complete without live music spun by Sandbar's very own DJ. Glorious sunset, spectacular daily fireworks. Sometimes the best experiences come free. Seaside, the ultimate beachfront experience. Check out the website below for more.
Experience the award-winning Par 72 18-hole golf course. Spanning 6,493 meters, the course features undulating fairways, varying lengths of holes, and dramatic putt bunkers that brings hours of challenges and enjoyment for golfers. Marina Bay Golf Course is one of the few golf courses in Singapore open for night golfing. So don't let the fun stop when the sun sets. Marina Bay Golf Course offers everything a discerning golfer could ask for.
Who can say no to an all-day breakfast, especially when each dish is inspired by breakfast from all over the world? I'm here at Wild Honey, a breakfast place that's always buzzing with activity any time of the day. A wildly popular restaurant, Wild Honey's menu features an incredible choice of breakfast from different countries. Think Tunisian, Norwegian, Canadian, Scandinavian, and many more. It's what I call a global gastronomical adventure. If you fancy something vegetarian, there's a huge range to choose from. Today, I'm having the Flinders Lane. It comes with a crispy base topped with perfect poached eggs, grilled asparagus, sliced avocado, spicy tomato, and sesame seed and nuts for an added texture. Highly recommended for brain food lovers. And I always pair my breakfast with a cup of excellent coffee from the Common Man Coffee Roasters. Awarded the Certificate of Excellence by TripAdvisor in 2019 and voted Best Breakfast in Singapore for many years, Wild Honey has gone from breakfast to breakfast and has opened its third outlet in the sprawling South Beach Avenue. Wild Honey opens from as early as 8 a.m, but do check out each outlet's operating hours. You'll find Wild Honey at these three locations: Wild Honey Mandarin Gallery, Wild Honey Scott Square, and Wild Honey South Beach.
So, what do you feel like doing today?
Well, we could... How about... Or...
Hey, I think I found just the place. Do you want to check it out?
Sure, let's go.
313 at Somerset is super easy to get to. It's right above Somerset MRT in the middle of Orchard.
Don't forget to grab a tourist card from the concierge on B1 for some sweet deals before you get started.
So, this place has all my favorite brands and 8 floors.
Start with clothes. I need some new dresses.
Let's do it.
Okay, I have all the clothes I need. My luggage is gonna explode.
Me too, but I also feel like I can squeeze in just a little bit more, right?
I think we can, but can we grab a snack first?
Let me guess. Garrett?
Okay, time for more shopping.
Hey, try the sound on this.
Whoa.
Thank you. Wow,
That is good.
oh my god, that's so cute.
That is adorable. Hey, we're on holiday. We deserve some pampering. Massage time?
Yes.
Let's go.
That was amazing, and I'm kind of hungry right now, so can we go eat?
Sounds good. Let's go.
There's so much food at Food Republic. Prata, fried carrot cake, char kway teow, chicken rice.
I love Ya Kun Kaya toast. The traditional Singapore breakfast is so good. A thick slab of butter and kaya and an irresistibly fragrant kopi.
For me, it's all about the grilled fish at Tanyu. It smells so amazing.
Now, I think we can both agree that a German beer goes down pretty well.
I'm totally with you on that. I have to show you this place later.
Okay. Cheers! Cheers! A bowling club in a shopping mall?
Yes.
K Bowling Club is an entertainment center with bowling alleys, darts machines, and a bar.
You know, in all my travels, I've definitely never been to a place as cool as this. You can shop, play, dine, and even go bowling. That's crazy.
You can say that again. Another game?
Yeah.
In the heart of Kuala Lumpur lies the jewel of Bukit Bintang. This is Pavilion Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia's award-winning premier shopping destination, housing 8 precincts to fulfill all your personalized indulgences. Pavilion KL is a dream destination for shopping, dining, and urban leisure. Whether you're a visitor to Malaysia or a local, there's something in store for you.
Food, to me, it's a way of expression. It's love and it's creativity, so it gives me kind of space to try new things. So I'm quite excited when I cook. I like to try new recipes, mix recipes together. It's fun like that, and then to watch people's reaction also.
So the idea is, how do you build that community of people who like to entertain, right? So those are the people that you invite into the home. And we bring in various experts in different fields. And one of them, of course, is Claire, who is this phenomenal magician that has blown our minds. Scary and beautiful, you know. You just can't put your finger on it. And that's what the experience is about, is come hungry, come curious. You will have a new experience. And it's a wonderful platform also to showcase other talents. It's not just about us, you know, it's not just the food. The idea is it's a community experience.
A famous freediver once said that scuba divers dive to look around and freedivers dive to look within, and that really spoke to me. I went to Hawaii, the big island of Kona, and I tried just diving off of shore. All of a sudden, I could hear the humpbacks offshore. So loudly, they was reverberating in my chest. You couldn't hear them from the surface, and you wouldn't have been able to hear them if you were scuba diving. And so I thought, oh wow, this is really amazing. You get these incredible experiences. I should try this. And so that's where I started. I'm Chris. I would describe myself as being post-corporate. I used to work for a company, and now I'm doing things for myself. Freediving can change someone's life, and has changed my life. It is a mind-body discipline. It opens up experiences that are not available to everybody. In fact, only a tiny fraction of the world will ever be able to experience the things that you can see and feel while you're freediving.
My hands are still tingling and my heart is still beating really fast right now. It was amazing. When I accidentally hit someone, it really felt like there was a zombie touching me.
It feels so big in there, but it's intense, it's scary, and it's a workout. It was insane. It was so much fun.
It was awesome. I felt like I was in a zombie apocalypse myself. It really felt so real. It really felt like you were walking upside down. I was so into the game. We just kept shouting. It was out of the ordinary. It was so fun.
much longer now, Raph. We just
Please,
need to grab a dress,
no
shoes,
more
sunglasses,
shopping.
And a jacket.
Hello? Wanna escape? Where? Somewhere awesome. Hell yeah! Alright! Yeah, Singapore has trampoline parks, but bounce is so much more than that. Alright!
Yo, Ruffy, can you do a flip?
No, can you show me how?
So all you need to do, 1, up.
Flipping is just one of the things you can learn at Flight Academy, where one of Bounce's awesome experts teach you how to do some super cool tricks.
Good, Ruffy, much better now. This one.
Clear the 10 tricks on the freestyle list and get a free 2-for-1 voucher. It is as easy as the sit drop.
Good.
If you want even more of a challenge, check this out. Alright! Hope you're ready to lose to a kid. You gotta get up! X-Park is like Ninja Warrior, but way cooler. I know I make it look really easy, but seriously, this is not for wusses. To do some shopping, but can we take a break for just an hour? I know this great place. They do Aussie coffee. It's just around the corner. Sounds great.
Well, the first meal I cooked was kind of a disaster. My parents came over for dinner and I decided to roast a duck, which I don't know why I did that. I had no idea what I was doing. I remember Dad very sort of politely saying, yes, it takes a certain skill to cook duck. You know, my DNA as a chef really is so ingredient directed, and often ingredients just speak for themselves. When you live in a big city like Singapore, you often can get detached from ingredients and detached from the source. As a cook, you always have to take time outside of the kitchen, outside of your usual environment. So coming here to the Keelong is always a great source of inspiration because we can really find a lot of different things that are sustainable and local. That helps us to bring our own cooking to another level back at Stella. The best cooking is really something that's very personal. It's the personal experience of exploration. It's amazing, even today we discovered new flavours right here at Kuala. There's so much discovery and there's so much immediate enjoyment, I think, when you get the reaction from people to food. It reflects your personality, really. The day of the chef being the one that says, okay, this is what you're going to eat, and that is gone. So having this connection with where the ingredients come from, I try to bring that into our whole environment in terms of Stella. All the rest of the chefs, I want them to feel equally as passionate about the sourcing, about the producers, because I know that just always elevates the flavors that we want to produce to another level.
Sky bar, as the sun goes down and the lights come on, you want to give people an experience. There was one that actually made someone cry once. That was the first time I've ever experienced that here.
I would drop music from Africa and I play stuff from Latin America. I play a bit of hip hop and I'll move in and out to kind of fit the space there. I'm so lucky to have a view like that.
From the time I started work here, this is the one thing that I always marvel at, and I never get tired of this view. The club sound beyond 10 p.m. is always a little bit more mainstream, a little bit more digestible for the people who come up here. Because you not only have tourists, you have hotel guests, and you do have people who want to club. I think there's something for everyone.
I had a lot of good comments from the crowd. Everyone's like, oh, it's really cool to hear music from my country, and C'est La Vie being quite an international destination.
Hi, I'm Valentina and I moved here in Singapore 3 months ago. I've heard about this Italian restaurant, so let's see if this Italian restaurant can help my food craving.
You have the handmade squid ink tagliolini, and then you have the fin de clear oysters, Kaluga queen caviar, Hokkaido sea urchin, and Sardinia potagra.
This is the first time that I have homemade pasta in Singapore, and it's amazing. It really reminds me of the pasta that my mom cooked for me. So good. This meat is so tender and juicy, and it's very well cooked. I enjoyed my time here, having good drinks, listening to a jazz band in this beautiful location. And I can definitely say that this is the best Italian restaurant I've ever tried here in Singapore.
But it's one of those things where you never actually make the decision to start it. And that was probably the most important part of this whole process, was actually just committing to the fact that I was going to spend years. I didn't know it was going to be 3 years, but I knew it was going to be a long time. And I went through periods of confidence and near depression on this shoot. If you look at something for so long and you spend so much time working on it, you lose all confidence that it's going to be of interest to anybody else. So that's why I guess I was so excited when the film was released and people sort of appreciated the work that had gone into it. So it started to feel a bit more worthwhile again. And that it wasn't so much that I wanted to show off or show people the city growing. I think I actually wanted to see it myself. Singapore's got nowhere to grow. It's not like a lot of places in the world where cities sprawl and get bigger. In Singapore, things tend to get taken down before they get built up. It has to be creative in how it plans for development. And so for me, that's a story. It's like the modernisation of Singapore, and just seeing it almost reinvent itself every few years. The way that I wanted to shoot it, I didn't just want to have permanent cameras which would create a very common time-lapse effect where you see a cloud that appears and a cloud that disappears. I wanted the whole film to flow organically. So I had to do a lot of planning and started with about 30 core shots. By the end of the film, it grew to about 70 locations around the city. And then it took a lot of discipline. And it can be a little bit of a lonely existence when you spend 3.5 years working on a project. I don't think, for example, even my wife and my daughter really know how much went into this film. But I really do enjoy being like an outside observer. And even though the techniques have changed throughout all of my films, there's still a sense that it's almost like you're in a separate place when you're looking at the city. So I'm not really getting in people's faces with cameras. I'm more just somebody who's sort of quietly off to the side, looking at the world from a distance.
Whoever said money can't buy happiness has never been to IMM. Let's go.
This is Singapore's largest outlet mall with over 90 outlet stores. And the best thing is, they all offer up to 80% discounts on international brands all year round. And to get here is easy. Just take the short walk from Jurong East MRT station via the Jaywalk Link Bridge. Food, glorious food. If you can name it, you can eat it right here at IMM.
I think I'll start with some Asian fusion.
Just look at this. Bali Thai's famous seafood pad thai noodles. I'm finally ready to hunt for a whole new wardrobe. And where better place to start than a woman's most important accessory, the handbag. Pay attention, gents.
Check out Coach for an unparalleled collection of quality and craftsmanship at irresistible discounts. Visit Furla, where you'll find the perfect bag for any occasion.
This chic design was especially created for this store. Head over to Kate Spade, New York for something playfully sophisticated.
I probably have enough already, but I cannot miss Outlet by Club 21.
This outlet features a well-curated collection of both men's and women's apparel. Ooh, I found the perfect dress.
Sakor is one of my favorite lifestyle brands that caters for men, women, and kids. And the best part, you can get up to 75% discount any time of the year. From heels to flats and wedges to sneakers, Charles & Keith has the perfect fit for you at discounted prices. A lady can never have too many shoes. Shopping is a very physical activity. Luckily, there's an abundance of athleisure wear at IMM too. At Under Armour, you can kit yourself from head to toe while saving up to 50% off recommended retail prices. If you're a visiting tourist, be sure to pick up the IMM Tourist Privilege booklet at the customer service counter on level 1 to enjoy exclusive offers.
And if all that isn't enough to satisfy your shopping appetite, you could always head over to Westgate or J-Cube malls, which are just a short walk away from IMM.
IMM, Westgate, and J-Cube are the ultimate mega mall experiences in Singapore.
It's been a fantastic day of retail therapy and exercise. I've got all this to take home and I've saved more than I've paid. Better get a cab.
Visit IMM, Singapore's largest outlet mall today, and experience shopping like never before. In a city of 1,000 tastes, colors, and experiences, before you even get to where do I start? First, you gotta work out how to get there.
Well, you're lucky. Singapore is pretty efficient, but queuing up for a train ticket or getting the exact change for a bus or just traveling around a new place can be stressful.
Grab the Singapore Tourist Pass from Transit Link counters in MRT stations or the Singapore Tourist Pass Plus from Changi Recommends counters at the airport. And for 1, 2, or 3 days, you will be completely covered.
Let's explore.
On any bus or train in Singapore, all you need to do is tap the card. It's as easy as that.
Hop off at Raffles Place MRT and soak in the iconic view that is Marina Bay.
While you're here, a must-visit is Gardens by the Bay. Check out the indoor rainforest and escape the Singapore heat for a few hours too. After a morning of sightseeing, a well-earned break is in order. A short bus ride away, Spa Nest does fantastic treatments. Time for lunch, and this city has it all, from local hawker food for a few bucks to fine dining that'll blow your mind.
I've worked up an appetite after that massage, and this is one of my favorite spots. Straight from the ocean, pepper garlic crab, a wonderful bakute, which is a peppery pork broth, but the pièce de résistance has to be the suckling pig, crispy skin marinated with hot bean paste. What's not to love? In the afternoon, why not explore some of Singapore's cultural heritage? Jump on the train to Chinatown and check out the Chinatown Heritage Center to see how people lived years ago. It's amazing that people used to live like this. It's such an eye-opener. Any trip to the Little Red Dot isn't complete without some shopping. For cool gifts and independent retailers, check out Haji Lane in the Arab Quarter. But for full-on retail therapy, Orchard is where it's at. While you're in Singapore, as long as you have the Singapore Tourist Pass, traveling is a breeze. Pick up the Singapore Tourist Pass at major transit-linked ticket offices and MRT stations, or the Singapore Tourist Pass Plus at Changi Recommends counters at the airport.
Welcome to Level 33, the world's highest urban microbrewery,
where all beers are brewed on site,
where brewing is in our DNA, which inspires our menu,
and where people feel like home, even though they're away from home.
Craftsmanship is for me the expression of the passion and creativity of a person that is not mass market and creates something really unique. We have obviously the microbrewery as the anchor and key element of craftsmanship that goes throughout the venue.
Craftsmanship means that you need to do more things by yourself, so the human touch is central. Of course, you put your creativity and your ideas inside. You can manipulate to have a different output if you want to. Our beers are usually very traditional, but we have also unique seasonal beers like our brut beer, which is brewed with same yeast as Champagne Baron de Rothschild, which is our house champagne.
So after 8 very successful years here at Level 33, we wanted to address our customer needs by creating a more formal environment in the dining room and a social, more vibrant, cozy environment here in the social area, and a beautiful raw and seafood oyster bar behind me with best view of the bay.
I think first of all, Level 33 being the world's highest urban microbrewery, this is our uniqueness, this is our heart. So when we think about food, it's okay, what can we deliver here, taking advantage of the brewery. So we start to think, okay, the beer we can use, but also the byproduct, which is spent grains. We are now offering a contemporary cuisine where yeast meets West. So it's a modern, food focus, but also brewery-inspired cuisine. So I guess that's what really makes us unique, because we are a restaurant in a brewery and we're making use of that as well.
Cooking from Chef Archan, then we have Gabriel's Beer and Martin's Vision. I think somehow we are the bridge connecting points of all these elements towards the guest, especially with the new cuisine that we have, contemporary, to transform somehow with food and beer. We always try to blend it together and showcase this to the guests.
I recommend Level 33 to my family and friends because it's a unique experience. From the food beverage offer, you have the obviously homemade beers. We have a beautiful wine selection with boutique wines from all over the world. And the dining options range from the formal dining for corporate lunches or dinners to here to the social area, or on the terrace with beautiful drinks, finger food, and everything paired with a unique, magnificent bay view.
Experience the award-winning Par 72 18-hole golf course. Spanning 6,493 meters, the course features undulating fairways, varying lengths of holes, and dramatic putt bunkers that brings hours of challenges and enjoyment for golfers. Marina Bay Golf Course is one of the few golf courses in Singapore open for night golfing. So don't let the fun stop when the sun sets. Marina Bay Golf Course offers everything a discerning golfer could ask for.